Hey guys, Dean here. So no longer do you have to use Shopify's analytics tool to actually keep track of all your sales and orders. There's now actually a brand new method which is a little bit better. So I'm going to show you a Shopify app which manages this very effectively. So go down to apps and then you want to search for an app called Sellerboard and press search. Now we're going to be installing this tool called Sellerboard Profit Analytics, and this is basically a tool to give accurate and detailed profit analytics in real time. So if you want to know your numbers and keep on track of all your numbers and sales data, this is the perfect tool to manage it. It shows you real-time profit analytics with accuracy and an in-depth level of detail. So you can analyze all your profits from your store and sort it by the period, by certain products or your brand. You can track the customer lifetime value of certain customers who have visited your store and made repeat purchases. You can download all the flexible data into a spreadsheet and then import it into other software, and you can track your advertising efficiency by products or tags. So this is very useful, especially if you're running ads. So I'm going to press install here and give you a little bit of a showcase of this tool. So just press install app. This is the profit dashboard. So this is where we can analyze profits by the period, the product, or our brand, and it gives some really effective data. So you can see it shows the current day, yesterday, the month to date, the forecasted profits for the month, and last month's data. And we can sort this. We can select the date on the calendar, and it shows us all the data from the month, including the sales, the orders, the units sold, the returns, the cost of advertising, your shipping costs, payment fees, the cost of actual goods, your tax and gross profit, your expenses, and your net profit, as well as pretty useful information such as the ROAS, percentage of refunds, the margins, and the ROI. So there's basically all of the data for your business managed in here from all your sales data, which is extremely useful because it's kind of hard to actually get all the data and then make your own graph or table full of it manually. When you install the app, it'll ask for you to sign up with your email, so just agree to the terms of service and just press get started, and then we'll be thrown inside the Sellerboard app welcome screen. And in the bottom right, you'll see loading your data for today. Numbers might be incomplete while loading of the data is still in progress. So this is importing all your sales data now, and now we can have a look on the main menu, all of our data. So it's going to update all of our products that we're selling in our store, and then it's going to load all of our data. Now this is in a dummy test store which I use for these videos and tutorials on this channel, so there's not going to be any real-time sales data from real products, but I might be able to show you some previous data from this test store in the past when we've ran certain challenges, just to show you how this works. So wait for the data to actually import for the current month and the time. You can also select the custom range, so I could do the custom range from 2021 until now, for an example, and then sort it by that. Also, if you connect your Google and Facebook advertising accounts, Sellerboard will automatically fetch advertising expenses from these platforms and then attribute them to your products so that you can see accurate profit and loss numbers in real time on the dashboard. So this will connect to the APIs of very popular advertising platforms which you guys are using with dropshipping and other methods of e-commerce, and then you can actually track how much you're losing or gaining, including the costs of your ads. Now this is very important because a lot of the times people only just break even, or they actually make a loss with dropshipping or e-commerce because there's so much high of an ad spend that they're actually spending on the money as a cost. So this is really useful. This is why this software is very good. Now on the left hand side, as well as our dashboard, we can also have a look at marketing, which will show us all the data when we've actually connected our advertising accounts. So this will show us data based on ad platforms. We can also have a look at LTV. This is basically the section where we can analyze the customer's lifetime value. So the lifetime value is basically the revenue that an average customer will generate throughout their lifetime as a customer with your store. Now, if you're running a generic dropshipping store, you're going to have a very low lifetime value for your customers, and they're probably not going to actually come back. If you've got a brand and very good marketing for your brand, they're probably going to have a high spend over their lifetime as a customer. So you're going to have a higher lifetime value, which is LTV for that customer. Now you can see a little bit of data here from the last 6 months on this test store. We haven't really made many sales, but you can see sales per buyer, $37.95, profit per customer, $41.63. So you can view a little bit of data in here for the different months. We can scroll down. You can see some random test products over here, and you can see the revenue from these periods. If you click on products in the left, it will show you all of your products, and then it will show you data from those products as well. And this allows you to enter your cost of goods inside this COGS column. You enter your cost of goods, and these are applied to all orders regardless of their order date. On the left hand side, you can also go to shipping costs. This allows you to calculate your precise shipping rates by product and your shipping method. This is based on the package weight of your product or on the order price or number of units. So this allows you to calculate shipping costs here too if you're running your own shipping logistics rather than dropshipping. You also have pick and pack, which is price per package. Payment fees under here. So these are your payment gateway fees, which will be applied to your orders for profit calculation depending on the payment method. So you can see the gateway fixed fee, which is the fixed per order transaction fee paid to the payment provider. The gateway fee, which is percentage of an order amount paid to the payment gateway. And also the Shopify fee, which is a transaction fee based on each order. So you can see we have like 2% for PayPal, for an example. We have indirect expenses, so you can enter indirect costs. So things like office rent, prep center, photo shooting, virtual assistants, anyone that you hire for your business can go under there as well. Then you can look at reports. So this shows reports for daily, monthly, product reports, orders, and sales for products each month. And if we click on one of them, we can also enter the date range and click download and select which file format. So we can download it in Excel or CSV, which we can also import into Excel too. So we can actually export reports of all of our data in Sellerboard. Under integrations, this is where we connect our Google, Facebook, and other platforms. This is where we can use this to fetch advertising expenses. So when I talked about earlier that we can fetch ad spend and other data from these ad platforms, this is how we do it. So we can connect to Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok, Google Ads, and Facebook. So all these sites that we can actually run ads on. And of course our sellerboard.com account. Under settings on the left hand side, we can actually change the settings of the actual software itself to change how it displays. Also, I do want to mention that on each single section of Sellerboard at the top, there are different buttons. So we have tiles, we have charts, and we have trends, for an example. So this is basically showing you your data in a few different ways. So it's obviously based on your preference how you want to view your data. On the top right, you can also select your store. So depending on which store you want to select, there's also a tutorial if you click on this little play button, and it'll give you a full tutorial, just like what I've given you now, if you don't understand any of the steps in this video. So this was a brief overview of Sellerboard for Shopify sellers. If you have any questions about this app, please leave them in the comments section down below, and also check out the top link of the description to install Sellerboard right now and test it out for your store. If you're scaling up your dropshipping store, or if you're making quite a few sales, I would really recommend installing this, especially if you're private labeling or kind of trying to make a brand, or if you're hiring people like VAs, virtual assistants, or have any outside expenses, or you want to stay on top of all your ad spend and different costs, which are outgoings. This is going to really help you with that. Now, if you do need help, there's a little help button down here, and this is where you can directly message Sellerboard support, which is online from Monday, I believe Monday till Friday, and you can contact the support reps and view your messages directly in here if you need any kind of assistance. I'll also help you down in the comment section down below, and let me know what you think about this app. Make sure to like the video if it was valuable, and also subscribe for more Shopify and dropshipping training and business videos on this channel, and I'll see you real soon.